Hey Blazers, do you have an iPhone or Apple product? Then subscribe to us on iTunes. iTunes is the best way to organize and enjoy the music, movies, and TV shows you already have and shop for the ones you want to get. So instead of being angry, stuck in a traffic jam, or lacking motivation at the gym, spice up your routine with Blaze Entertainment. Go to iTunes or visit intotheblaze.com for a direct link and subscribe today.
You're locked in to the hottest station on the
planet. Hey, Blazers. It is I, Hostess Guys, coming at y'all again. Another motherfucking week to talk about some more motherfucking shit with my awesome partner in crime, Mr. 50 Shades of Gay. How are you doing today, baby?
What the fuck is up? You know, I'm trying to live the American dream, bitch. I'm trying to wake up, fix my man a meal, bitch, send him off to work, lay my ass back down, and get paid for doing it all. But other than that, you know, I'm good. How are you?
I'm existing. I'm here. You know, I'm here, and that's all that matters.
Existing is good, though. Existing is good. There's a lot of motherfuckers like it.
Existing is really good, and so I'm excited about existing.
Right.
I'm really excited about that because I could be somewhere, you know, running over with my head cut off. So I'm good. I'm glad to be alive, and that's where we're gonna leave it at this week. Okay, right. So first and foremost, okay, I want to get into some shit that ain't really important, but it's important as fuck. Rihanna is dropping a cosmetic line.
How did I know that? How did I know that's what you were going to say?
The tears of joy, okay? So the tears of joy that constantly have been flowing since she's announced this was true. Are like none other. I need to go and add flood insurance to my home because I've been cleaning them nonstop since the announcement was made, and at one point I had to get my carpet redone because of those tears. But I really am excited. I am. I think, like Miss Free said, I think I'm really most excited for whatever the fuck this signature red is gonna be, because I know it's popping. Whatever the fuck this signature red is gonna be, it's gonna be popping, and I'm really super excited to see it. And I'm just excited to see Rihanna branching out and making money off of her own shit. You know, plenty of people make money off of her face. You know. And I'm just happy to see her making money off of her own face now, you know. So we'll see what she comes up with. I know it's gonna be lit. I just can't wait to see the packaging. And
speaking on the signature red, I already know the signature red is going to be every fucking thing because her signature lipstick, whenever she partnered with MAC, was it Ruby Woo?
Riri Woo. And first of all, Ruby Woo. Riri Woo wasn't shit, but Ruby Woo with glitter in it, and I kept telling people that.
Right, but that color was everything, though.
It was everything, but Ruby. I knew it was gonna sell because Ruby Woo is it's one of our best-selling reds ever. Like if we don't keep it, and for those of you guys who don't know, I work for MAC Cosmetics, so that's why I'm like speaking from the we standpoint. But it's literally our best-selling red. So all they did was make sure that Rihanna was going to sell out. Because initially they weren't sure if her colors, because she chose, Rihanna wanted to give bitches a green. She wanted to give people a money green. And the creative directors was like, no ma'am. No ma'am. Like, we want your collection to sell. And ain't nobody going to buy that except like Riri enthusiasts and other people. But you know, after the initial like first day of sales from the people who just love Rihanna, like who the fuck is gonna buy a green? So they talked her into the Ruby Woo glitter edition, and she liked it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just really happy to see what the fuck they come up with and how they should finagle her packaging, and all that jazz. Because
I have a question for you, and I know that you have like a biased opinion when it comes to the Kardashian / Jenner. How do you think Rihanna's cosmetic line will compare to Kylie's cosmetic line? And I would like your unbiased opinion, if you can give me one.
So first and foremost, let's just say this here. But I'm gonna give you my very truthful answer is that I do not know how it's gonna fare up against Kylie, and here's the reason. Even after Jeffree Star, who has a very, 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 very successful cosmetic line of his own, tried to downplay and bash Kylie, that bitch still came back, and all she's selling, is a couple of fucking lipsticks, And I think that there's something about that Kardashian name that is unshakable. There is something about that Jenner name that is just unfucking shakable. I'm not saying that, Rihanna is not Rihanna and she's not who she is, but I definitely think as it pertains to a competition,
right?
As it pertains to a competition in the social world, bitch, it just is what it is, It just is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I think that I don't know. Like I personally think that Rihanna is gonna have to really come with the shit if she wants to one up the Jenner girl. But I don't think that it's undoable because Rihanna, like I said, she has her Navy and everything. But I think that for Rihanna to outsell Kylie, and I'm not just talking about like that the initial boom of sales. I'm talking about in the long run for Rihanna to remain consistent. It's gonna have to be a longevity thing where Rihanna is actually in it for the long haul. She cannot release this shit, give us 5 or 6 different great lip shades, a couple of highlighters, and some bomb-ass imagery to go behind it with a couple of videos, and then say, okay, I'm going to go make 6 albums and come back to this real quick. Like, she's going to have to be constantly, it's going to have to become another brand. And we all know that Rihanna is bipolar with the branding. She will release 4 albums in a year and jump styles, all 4 of them, and she can't really... I find that Rihanna just can't pick a style. That's her thing. She does not like to be strapped down to one thing. But in the cosmetic industry, if you lose interest, so do we. You have to constantly be dropping a new product. And I think that that's going to be Rihanna's biggest thing. Even with her fragrances, like, it wasn't hard to drop another fragrance for a different season, but Rihanna wanted to have a different look and she wanted to have a different feel, and it had to be something completely different, and the bottle had to be different, and they had to coax her into doing this because this is the way that perfumes go. And I just think that that's going to be her major issue, is that she doesn't like commitment to one brand image. And with cosmetics, bitch, you have to state your claim and let that be what it's going to be. And
I will say that I agree with you with with the consistency aspect, but with her clothing line, I think she's been pretty consistent. But when you talk about branding and stuff, like, I haven't really, no, I take that lie back, because I haven't really seen much. Like, whenever she released, like, I think some new styles of shoes that she was, that were, I can't remember what season, shoes
it was
these were. And the shoes that had like the sock like feel with the heel on the side, that was the last time I heard anything about her partnership with Puma or River Island, which is her clothing line.
Exactly. Like, so where the fuck did I agree? Where did because I forgot completely about River Island. I forgot all about River Island. So I forgot all about that, and I just think that that's going to be Rihanna's thing. Kylie don't have nothing going on for her outside of the Paxson, which she's still, her and Kendall still promote for that, mind you. They still I see plenty of Kylie and Kendall, Paxson promotions, even still with all of the other shit that they have going on. They make their time to jump off of the runways of Milan and jump off of Tiger's dick, and they make their way to those photo shoots for those Paxson, things. And they keep that out there. And Kylie is very adamant about making sure that it's a new color, it's a new collection, it's new packaging, it's a new something. And I think that with Rihanna, it's going to be like, I'm going to give you bitches this because I'm going to slay, and you guys are going to give me a check, and then afterwards I'll come back when I feel like it. And people in the makeup industry, you can't just come back when you feel like it in the makeup industry. You're either going to be there or you're not. And I think that I don't know. Now that I'm narrowing this my answer down, I'm gonna say I think Kylie gonna kick her ass on this one.
Okay.
Unless Rihanna can surprise me, I think Kylie's gonna remain queen of the celebrity, real celebrity makeup line.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I think that's an unbiased opinion.
I try to be very unbiased because I don't like them car trashy generins, but I do think that they have a name, and I do think that as it pertains to branding and brand building, I think that they've all learned from Kim that if you gonna ride the wave, bitch, you gotta ride it all the way out.
Right.
And you don't get rid of the brand, you let the brand get rid of you. And I think that that's just, they're good at that. They are good at that.
Right.
Like the radio show shit with Chloe, she was good at making sure that they were done with her before she was done with it. I think that they're good with that. So right. I don't know. Now
we'll see.
Kwame and Free gave a shout out to this group of guys who did their own little testament to boy bands. And in this boy band tribute, they had a little, a little tizzy about the Boyz II Men being the best, if not the only, boy band worth being called the greatest boy band alive. Now, I'm going to put myself in the corner on this one because I have to say that even pre-transition, bitch, male music just don't speak to me. And it just don't I mean, I might like the songs, but it's not something that I'm going to put on my iPhone. Like, I'm not going to, download it into my Spotify playlist. Like, literally a good 98% of the music that I listen to is all female geared and oriented. And it's just because I can relate to the lyrics a little bit more. I understand the situation a little bit better. And if it is sung by a man, it's usually a song for sex. It has no other purpose in the fact that it's a sexual song. And that's about it. I have a couple of my T.I. albums and my I have a couple of my Usher, classic hits from Confessions and stuff like that. But like for me to just say there's a balance for music it's just not. Most of them are female. So I don't know shit about Boyz II Men. I think the only song that I know of by them is Mama, and I hope that that's the song by Boyz II Men because if it's not,
it is.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm glad you put that in the corner. I'm glad you put that in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the corner. I'll put myself in the corner. I'm not familiar enough to be like up to that argument. I'm gonna let you take it.
And I need you to stay in the corner for the rest of the episode, okay?
Okay.
Now,
right.
I don't really have much to say, but I grew up on Boyz II Men, and that was by far my most favorite boy band of all fucking time. Now, I'm not a super fan. I can't sit up here and name off every fucking album and every song that they've ever sung, but I'm with Kwame and Free. The fucking harmonies are like they will cause fucking orgasm. Every time they hit a high note, your fucking the strength of your orgasm increases. Like that is that is how perfect their harmonies are. Like I had the opportunity to see them for the first time in concert when they came to Nashville and they opened for New Kids on the Block, whoever that group is. I might get put in the corner for not knowing who
I was going to say
is, but either or, I feel like Boyz II Men owned their show. They were so good that I didn't even stay after they finished their performance. I didn't stay to see New Kids on the Block. I left.
No.
I did. And Paula Abdul was on the bill too. I was done. Like I was so full after, just hearing them open for them that I was just like, okay, I can go home now.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like I wasted my money. So, I love Boyz II Men. I'm with Kwame and Free on this one and hope you stay in their corner until the end of this episode.
Look, okay, I'm not saying I don't love them. I love the Mama song. The Mama song is great. And if they sing,
the Mama song, bitch.
The Mama song. And the other song that I think is by them, I hope it is. Can we go to the end.
Yes.
Okay, so I like that song. I like that one. That's a good one. But that's it. That is the extent of my Boyz II Men knowledge, and I apologize. But hey, I just
Accept your apology. You still stay in that corner, girl.
Okay, fine. Okay, moving right the fuck along, bitch. Moving right the fuck along. So, jumping into petty world fucking news.
Oh, girl.
I'm not, okay, look, and before I say this, because I know Free and Kwame and a whole bunch of you other bitches are going to get on me about this, okay? But I'm giving this bitch the Petty World News Award for the month of motherfucking what we in, June. Okay? Because this teacher, even though what she did was extremely fucked the fuck up, she was the pettiest of petty bitches that I think I have ever met in my motherfucking life, and she gave no fucks, okay? This bitch gave out stereotypical racist ass superlatives, right? And actually printed up motherfucking certificates to send children home with. And I think, to me, I'm giving her the petty award because I'm like, this is a bold bitch. This bitch is bold as fuck. You gotta imagine her giving these awards out and then sending little children home and then just sitting in her desk at the school waiting for parents to come back for her ass. Because it's no way that you thought you were gonna send those out and just be like, oh, scot-free, like, oh, nothing, it's whatever. This bitch gave out, okay, a most likely to be a terrorist award. And then the one that I actually saw on social media prior to actually reading the actual article was the most to blend in with white people award, which she gave to a little black girl. But you know what really presses me about this issue 50, and the thing that really grinds my gears about people is the fact that I only saw the little black girls award, right? I did not see anything else. And my thing is, the other awards were just as hurtful, just as disarming, just as triggering. And I only saw the award that the little black girl got. And I'm not downplaying any of them because they're all equally fucked up. But I think that the media constantly tries to make it seem as though, I'm not sure how to place this, but I would like, my thing is when you're giving me a story, give me the whole story. Don't try to trigger me as a black person into just being like, oh, it's about a black thing, because this bitch was clearly just fucking racist. Okay, this bitch was she was across the board a fucked up human being. But don't just post this picture of this little girl holding up her award, but not give me the full story about the rainbow of other children that were also targeted, you know, because to be called the fucking most likely to be a terrorist, that's pretty fucking harsh too.
Right. And so do you think, like, with what you just said, do you think the media, they cherry pick bits and pieces of a story, especially stories that involve people of color, so that they could perpetuate the emotions that we already feel based off of the climate of racism that we currently are faced with on a daily basis?
They do.
I can agree with that.
They do. Because to me, and like I said, once again, I'm not trying to downplay the little black girl. But to me, for somebody to give me an award that says most likely to be a fucking terrorist, next to that, saying that
that's extreme though. That's really extreme.
That's extreme.
And not only, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
Not only is it extreme, like for you to give a child an award that says that, and I'm pretty sure you awarded this child this certificate in the front of their class, that could open up a door for so many other issues aside from the fact that you were blatantly offensive. So that would be my concern. That would be my sole concern. And I'm like, but we talk about the little black girl who can blend in with white people.
Exactly.
I don't mind being able to blend in.
And that's my thing. But my thing is, we as black people, and don't get me wrong, like I said, once again, not downplaying that little black girl, but we as older black people, we commend each other for being able to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we commend each other as older, right? And so my thing is, it is alarming to me that we made that the forefront of this, you know what I'm saying? And we did not talk about the potential dangerous situation that this bitch put other children in.
Right.
And so I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to downplay the little girl's story, but I definitely think that there was a larger threat here that should have been addressed in more articles. There was a larger bout of hatred there that should have been addressed, that wasn't addressed. And I think that, like you said, not Kwame, Lord Jesus, but like you said, 50, the media gears things because they know how Black people feel, and they know that we will take off with things in a heartbeat just because it says Black in an article. Right. And I don't like that when there are other issues should have definitely been addressed as it pertains to this situation.
Right.
So that's my 2 cents on that bitch. She gets the petty award. She definitely gets the petty award because I feel like you have to be a very petty bitch to put some shit like that out there.
Petty and brave.
Petty and brave as the fuck. To put some shit like that out there. And just feel no type of way. Just no feels, whatever. But this next bitch over here, I might actually have to substitute my petty award. That bitch just might get the brave award because this mother, I wish. Let me tell y'all something, just in case my mama ever listens to this show. Bitch, I wish you would ever think you was gonna take me to court and try to get me sued for being transgender. Bitch, I wish you would. When I tell you I would disown the fuck out of you, I would never speak to you another day in my whole motherfucking life. Bitch, when I tell you I would go back into your vagina as a zygote and remove myself. Bitch, I would dodge my dad's sperm so motherfucking quick. Like, I would matrix around that bitch so motherfucking fast that your head would spin. Because how petty do you have to be as a mom to say, I'm going to sue your bitch ass if you think you finna transition up in this motherfucker? Like, what? How did that conversation even go? Like, when you drop this news on your 17-year-old, right? And you say, hey, I'm suing you. How do you do that and do it comfortably?
Right.
I can't with her. I can't.
And just like real fast, I have to agree with Kwame in his stance on the community as a whole, like changing their mindset, thought processes as it relates to the trans community. Because in paying attention to social media and then being in different groups on Facebook, I now understand more the separation in the LGBT community as it relates to the trans community. Like, there's so much divide, and I believe if we mend that division, like, issues like this will not continue to persist, because it's like, you guys aren't, like, you have no support system. And it's like, we are all one. Like, we have the same fucking battles. And it really just, it irritates me that there's so much divide and so much separation. And it's like, it's not even that serious. It's not even that crucial. Like, those are my trans sisters and those are my trans brothers, and I'm going to treat them the way that I want to be treated and the way that I expect to be treated. And it just, like Kwame said, I believe if we shift our mindset to a more supportive mindset, then issues like that will cease to exist. But that's troubling. That's really troubling.
I really can't say it any better. And, you know, I try not to get into the whole idea of the trans issue thing because I'll be on here for years. Okay.
Right.
But I do want to, I'm just going to say you beautifully, you and Kwame both put that beautifully. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to save that. I think I'm going to save that for my event next week. That's what I think about next week, unless some shit really pops off. But that's my event. I'm gonna hold that till next week. But I think I'm gonna leave y'all with this last one, okay? And I know we're not gonna take long to talk about this one because it's straight foolery and foolery. Ben Carson, boy, if you don't get your But this motherfucker to say that he thinks poverty is a state of mind, bitch, would really like to also think that 40-inch Malaysian weave is a state of mind. And I'm thinking of it right now, and I have yet to see a bundle appear up in this bitch, okay? Because I would love to just think of being rich, bitch, and have my account appear with the zeros that are appearing in my mind right now, okay? But that ain't happening. So, Ben Tyson, you can sit on your dick if you can even reach it. You can sit on and find you some business, okay? Find you some rich white people business. But until next time. Next time, we love y'all. Tune into us and our big sister podcast, Blaze Entertainment. And do not forget to visit entertheblaze.com for other features of this show and other shows on the Power Media Network. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.